How's it going, guys? Klutch here, doing a review today for the Scania Series T truck, mod truck I should say. Today we're going to be doing a full build of this truck and take a look at all the various options we have available to it, and then we'll be taking her out for a quick cruise. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, jump up in that passenger seat with us, and we're going to hit the road. Let's do it.
Klutch Simulations.
Alright guys, so we are up in Stockholm at the Scania dealership. Let's take a quick look at this truck and build her up so we can go for a cruise here. So, it is number 3 on the list I currently have. There's no other mods in front of that, so as you can see, nothing special there. And then we go to the Scania T. This is the Scania T, the normal edition, I guess. So there's quite a few things. It's not the prettiest truck in the world. I mean, look at this thing. There's just something about it. It looks more like a workhorse to me. I don't know. It doesn't look like your traditional truck by any means. It's pretty odd looking. But anyways, I'm sure to some people's taste, this thing is awesome. It's just not to mine. So let's take a quick look at what we got here. So we'll customize, obviously. So if you go into your truck configurator to begin with, so we'll start with our cabin. You got nothing too crazy here for options, just some different roof heads. And there's one more extended, which is the exclusive extended, I believe. So you got those for our options there. We're going to go top of the line for ours, but you've seen all kind of what they do. Just kind of get the bigger 4-head, more of a 5-head, and yeah, then the cab in the back. Now the chassis does get pretty interesting here. So if you look, so you go down all the way down to a single axle, but then doubles with different tires, and then you can also get into. Let me see here if I can a little bit further down. There's just so many different variations you can have on these. So you got triple axles with lifting axles with single wheels on some. Like a quad axle, like there is a ton of different options that you can have. So you know what, we're gonna go all the way. We're gonna go big, and we'll go with the old quad axle back here. That is ridiculous, but let's try that out. Engines, your standard affair, right? So if you have any DLC engines, or mod engines I should say, then you're going to have a ton of options. So we're going to go with big horsepower again, since we've got so many axles. Transmissions, once again, same as status quo here. Nothing out of the ordinary for the most part. We're just going to go with the standard 12-speed. Is there a Scania? What do we want to have here? Yeah, sure. We'll just go with a 12-speed retarder. Perfect. Now the cabs, once again, quite a few options in the cab. So there's your standard gauges. You can go up to somewhat more of a I don't know if it's a different, old gauges they call it. It's not much of a difference, but they're their old school gauges, I guess. But they look pretty much the same to me. And then you move to the 6 Series dash. Things change a little bit. Same with the old gauges, 6 Series dash. You've got wood trim. Oops, I went to the European version, or the UK version, but there is an absolute ton of different versions here. So now you're moving up to the exclusive V8, so we're getting a little bit better. And yeah, there's a custom. So these ones, I don't know, there's not much of a difference between these two. The exclusive V8 and the custom, I think, you know what, they're almost the same, but there's a $4,000 change in price tag. Is it just, oh, it's the paint, the color. Yeah, we're not going to go red. Let's go with just the standard. It's fine. But as you can see, there's quite a few options. There's not a big variation between any of them. Yeah, they're all fairly similar in the grand scheme of things. I mean, obviously some have a GPS and some don't, and then you have a digital display and some don't. That is really the big difference between all of them. The rest of them are all fairly the same. So let's go. We get your paint. Nothing special here. This is all kind of the standard stuff. So if you have any mods that will work best for your paint colors, then you will have what you're looking for. There's your streamlined paint color. We'll leave that up just to keep it simple here. So next, we're going to move into what everyone wants to see, of course, and that is our accessories. So this truck does have a ton of accessories for the actual size of the truck. So to begin with, you know what, we got to change the rims up. We can't have those standard rims, right? Let's get some chrome going on here. So we're going to go with we'll go with the Elite Riders all the way around. Elite Rider. And then we'll go dark silver. Actually, no, what do we got here? Let's go standard chromes on the back. Now, dark silver. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. The Elite Rider and the standard chrome don't really go well together. So we'll fix that up. So there we go. We've got our wheels all set up. Now, if we want to go off the front, like I said, there is a ton of things to look over here, so I'm going to go pretty quick through this stuff. So you got bumpers, tons of different bumpers. Oh, and some of them take a little bit of time to load too, so I'm just kind of going through, looking at them all. So you kind of change with paint colors, and you have, I think, a couple different types of lights in the front, just different sizes in the bends. So you can see it changes the grille too on these ones. I thought the one at the very bottom here, no. Yeah, let's go with that. So that's what I'm going to choose, but you can see there's quite a few options here. I mean, there's probably 8 or 9 options. This is going to be our bull bars. So this here, once again, nothing too out of the norm here, but there's a couple that, like this one's a little bit different than that Viking one. And then the rest are all fairly normal. But we'll go with the old Viking one because that's kind of different. Now I believe, yeah, there we go. You can change your lights on this. So if you want to change maybe to one fog light, daytime running light yellow, we can do that. So now our insides are like a daytime running light. That's kind of cool. And then the outsides, you get rings, or if you want, yeah, so you can change the if you want rings in there or not. That's kind of cool as well. We'll go with chrome. So now these outside lights have like a ring color to them, which is kind of neat. And yeah, there we go. Leave those ones there. So you can see we can change if they have rings or if they're fog. That's kind of nice little options there, and quite a few other options as well in the grand scheme of things. All right, so let's keep on moving here. Engine, yeah, we've already talked about that. So it's just badging, right? So we'll go, we'll put the old chrome badging on there, why not? So you can see there you got a badging up front. That's kind of a nice little touch. And you can change that however you wish to do it. So we'll leave that up, that looks nice. In the front here you can change your lights. Now a lot of options for lights. Once again, tons of options on this truck. So we'll go with some H7s, yeah, because it's got the little paint highlights in there. That's kind of nice. More bull bar options up front here. Once again, depending on what mods you have and what you have unlocked, it'll change, but I'm going to leave it blank for now. And now you got girdle options once again. This will change your bumper, I believe, as well. Yeah, it will too. So I'm going to leave it as is, but depending on which one you choose can change your bumper. Just be aware of that. And what was the other one here? We got that. Oh, the grill insets. So if you want hit points as well for lights and stuff, you can go crazy in here if you would like. You know what? That's fine. We're going to stay with the black. The stock grill's just fine. All right, so we've got all those. This will be our wind deflector. No, it's a Scania. That's right. So it's our logo up on the hood itself. So you can change kind of where it goes. Unfortunately, once again, there's a bit of a hit for it to get going here. Perfect. All right, so that's pretty much the front end. So you've seen everything up there. And you can also add, looks like, oh yeah, there we go, some more badging up here. If you want to add some more badges up on one of the corners or both, you can do so. We move down, you can add a pole light. These are kind of cool actually on this truck because you do have the long nose off the front. It's kind of an interesting idea to have these. So we're going to put a couple pole lights up. Something you don't usually use on most of the Euro trucks because they're all cab overs, so you don't notice that kind of stuff, right? Side blinkers. Tons of options once again, considering something you usually don't have an option for. This should be our steps. Yeah, this is more standard stuff. We'll go with the old Ninja paint. That looks good. We'll move up here, go Ninja paint again, right? So once again, tons of options for our steps. More badging. If you want badges up on the side, you can. Now you can go chrome paint on this, or you can just leave it the way it was. Now since we do have white, I wonder how chrome will look. You know what, we're going black up front. I'm going to stay black on the sides as well. That's fine. That is totally fine. So those will be plates right here, and then what's the middle again? Oh yeah, we have our stone guards. So if you like stone guards, I am not a stone guard fan personally. Yeah, not for me. But instead of having a windscreen, you can get a stone guard on this truck. Yeah, no thanks. I'm good without, but that's what it kind of looks like if you're interested. So once I said plates, once again, like I said, the plates go up front here. Let's take a look down below. What else we got? Oh, we standard stuff here for your handles, right? Paint, plastic grab handles. Oh, that's kind of neat. I didn't even see this before. Look at that. A nice big chrome grab handle on the side. That's kind of neat, actually. We will leave that the way it is. That's fine. Once again, more color changes you can do here. Paint inverse. So it's the same as it is for me because it doesn't change when I'm black. Oh, it's up front here. Okay, so it changes the front actually. I didn't even notice that either last time I checked at these. So you can change that if you want. You know what? I'm going to go with paint because that actually looks better. But tons of options there. Moving up top, you can change the, I believe it's the Streamline logo on this. Is that what it is? I can never remember. There's so many options. Oh, it's just the headliner that's changing up there. So not a ton of different things, but just like the antennas and go back to stock. See, there's not a lot of, there's just a ton of different little changes, but are you really going to notice them? I don't know. There's just a ton of things. If you want to customize, go to town. Here's your bull bars and stuff for your fog light racks. Up on the top there, you've got options for lights, for your warning lights. And then we've got spoilers too. You know, if you want some big old spoiler off the back, and they actually don't look too bad. So you can kind of change these to your own taste. There, like we'll go crazy on this one. That's a little bit much, but hey, whatever. Alright, so we've got all this. We got some more options here for flags. No flag. Just some window stickers or deflectors along the edges here. If you like those, you can add them in. Once again, the mirror can obviously be changed as per usual. Mirrors on the side can be changed as per usual. And then let's move down to our skirts here. We got a light strip. We'll definitely add that on. That looks good. And you can add lights as you see fit, obviously. Actually, you know what? That's going to take too much time. Let's not do that right this very instant, but you can do it if you'd like. Down below, here we go. So, this here will give us options for all our different steps and our kind of skirt, and like there's just an absolute ton of different options down here. Like, look how long this lineup is. Now, they will make changes. I'm not sure exactly which ones these are going to change here. There's some connected parts that will change. But that looks fine to me. That's not bad. And then you also have skirts. So this is where your change is going to happen, though. So you have to decide what you're going to want to have. So if you want to have a skirt all the way across, you're going to lose this tank. Boom. But and once again, more lighting options if you would like. So we'll leave that up. That's great. And exhaust issues too. You can add exhausts down the side. Like there's just a literal ton of options on the side of this truck. So that's pretty much the cab. So there's a bunch more in there that we kind of just brushed over, right? Steps, plastic steps. You can change that color. We'll leave it as black because it's a little bit of a contrast. You got your other stripe again. We'll put that on because it's the same as that side, but we're not going to put any lights on it for now. And then the back, I believe there's more lights. More lights back here. I thought we could add more lights. Old plastic. Oh, okay, yeah, so it's just adding on the bottom here. That's all it's doing. It's just a little extra covering down below. Once again, it's just crazy how many options there are for just absolutely everything right now on this truck. So if you move on top, we can add some taillights up here as well. If you want to go crazy with the taillights, go to town. And then some more LEDs across the back. Let's see what it lets us do here. I think we'll just leave those fine. That's fine. I can't even see where they went. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting as well. So you can change the stack that you have back here as well. So there's a ton of different options for how your air system's handling, or what your air system has back here. So you've got a rack mount. You've got a couple of different ones that look something like this. You've got a tower equipment stuff that you can put in. Yeah, it goes on and on, this list of equipment you can put back here. And how they look. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how many different options this truck has. It is great. Whoever, yeah, the builder of this mod has definitely put some time into this. You can just feel it. Once again, you got covers here. There you go. So it covers your frame. Now you can actually change the color of your frame as well, depending on what your colors are your truck. I'll see if we can find that one. Fifth wheel hitch you can change the color of. So you can go to whatever the stock color is, black. That's kind of neat. Here you go, chassis paint. So we can change the color of the chassis. You don't see that on very many mods. Like, this is kind of rare. So we'll leave it as blue. That's cool. And then last of all, you've got the back end here, and you can change this once again. It's fully customizable to however you want this thing to look. Unfortunately, there's some things. It's the mud flaps are causing me issues there. So there's a bunch of options here. You can customize it completely on how you want it to look back here. Fantastic. And last of all, your mud flaps. So we'll leave it as is. But we're going to call that what our truck is going to look like. Like that, there's just a ton of things to look at. So let's quickly jump up in that driver's seat and go for a cruise, because that took forever to get through that. But this truck has got a ton of different accessories to look at. You know what, we didn't even look inside yet. But to be honest, compared to the outside, there's not much in here. You've got a couple of things for your standard placeables on your seat, on your dash here. But other than that, like, you can't put a GPS, I don't think. Oh yeah, you can put a GPS up on your windscreen. And there's some points. There's no points along the top of the dash. That was one of the problems I remember having on this before. I usually like to have my GPS on the dash, and there's no points to put it on. So anyways, that is what it is. And you can obviously change the steering wheel, but that is really it. Like, there's not, when you look at the outside, then you come on the inside, you're like, oh, there's nothing you can really do in here, unfortunately. But it's okay. You got a ton of options on the inside, or on the outside, sorry. You can change the outside a little bit, I guess. Let's put the old Scania logo up. There we go. But that is really all you can do for the most part. So we'll buy this truck, and we're going to go take a ride in the old new Scania T top line. Alright, so I got our shipment all ready to go here. And we got our Scania. She's prepped and good to go. Now, it's not the prettiest truck in the world, but to be honest, this ain't that bad either. Like, it's kind of cool looking. It's just different. You don't see anything quite like this on the road. What I do love is when you have these multiple axle configurations, kind of like what we have here. Watch these things turn. Look at that. That is awesome. Just watching all those axles turn the way they do. That is so cool. And you got the old Scania logo lit up inside too. It looks great. Alright, well, let's go pick up our shipment here, go figure it out, and get on this quick ride. And you can see we've got the little poles up on the front of the dash, the marker poles up on the front there. That looks kind of neat too. It is nice to have a dash or a hood in Euro truck on a traditional Euro vehicle, I guess, right? A Euro truck, rather than bringing over one of the North American ones. It's just not something you get. So you can see there is a bit of an issue I'm seeing right off the bat here. We're going to see how this works. But I think this trailer might actually run into the back of the truck when I turn. I don't know. Yeah, there's no way that that would actually clear that compressor. So there is a bit of an issue if you're looking for realism there. That would not work. You can see I'm right inside the truck with the way that big compressor in the back there is. So if you're going for full realism, I may stick with something not quite as big back there. I think there's some other options. And maybe some chassis configurations would fix that problem as well. In case you're wondering, we're up in Stockholm, Sweden right now, and we're just going to head down, I think, south in Sweden a little bit, or it might be southwest. Oh! The one thing I definitely notice when you've got one of these multi-configuration trucks like this, when you hit some kind of a bump, where you have like a speed bump or something along those lines, holy, do you get your truck shaking around. It is actually kind of ridiculous how much it just shakes. Like, you just feel every single axle go over that thing. The truck just shakes everywhere, shudders violently a little bit. You're in for quite a ride. I do like the interior of this truck. Like, look at the stitching over here on the seat beside me. That's pretty nice. It's not quite the norm stuff, right, on the Scanias. That looks pretty good. The dash is okay. I mean, it's functional, which is all you can really ask for. The green lighting does feel dated, like all the green backlighting. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I'm not paying attention. Let's back this up just a touch here. Yeah, so the green backlighting on my dash for all the different buttons does feel dated. I mean, it feels like it's from the 90s almost, to be honest. I have no idea what year this truck is available. I don't know if they still currently make the T Series or not. Something to look into, I guess, but I would assume they do. It just looks a little bit dated, that's all. But I mean, the rest of the dash does have the Scania feel to it. It looks exactly like the Scanias out there. And yeah, I don't know, I like the position of the mirrors. I like being able to see the hood. That's something I do miss in the other standard Scania trucks, I should say. But yeah, it's a nice looking truck. Otherwise, it just looks a little funny. Especially like the lower end one, the base model. It looks kind of like a pug to me. I don't know, like the snout nose sticking out the front. It makes me laugh every time I kind of look at it. So maybe add like a bull bar up top. That might change things up a little bit as well. Get you some more light, or up on the front of the bumper as well. Make it look a little tougher. I don't know. Like it looks like a workhorse to me. Like it reminds me a lot of maybe the trains you'll find in the rail yard. They're used for shunting just the cars around the rail yard almost. Like that's what it seems like, or maybe like a dock working truck basically. A truck that's kind of just solely on the docks of a shipyard. But this one here I think is meant to be more of a touring, like a cross-country type truck, so I don't think that's its only purpose, but I could be wrong. What do I know? I've never driven one in real life, so I can't tell you that. But it's still a pretty fun truck to build, and if you want to put it in your career, I mean, yeah, go for it. It's great. A lot of different options. You can customize this one for quite some time. I do wish it had the new Scania dash. That's one thing that would be nice to have in this truck, but like I said, I don't know if they make these trucks still anymore, so maybe it's not even possible. I don't know. And really good sight lines too, just the way the windows sit here. I mean, that takes up your whole screen almost. You got your steering wheel kind of at the bottom a little bit, but you still have really good sight lines everywhere. And you can even have your mirror here sitting back, and I haven't even adjusted the seat. This is the stock seating placement, so yeah, it's really good for that as well. I was actually, there's a video today that I was checking out from Volvo, and they've got their new autonomous trucks, or it's not even a truck really yet. It's the kind of where they're going to be going, I'm sure, in the future, but it's just a 4 wheels with a chassis between them. No driver, it's all electronic now, obviously. And they're designed for shipyards, essentially. The only reason I was thinking about that. But it's kind of interesting to see what that looks like. So it's just 4 wheels with essentially a chassis in the middle, and the middle of the chassis is a hitch receiver. And that's all it is. So it'll be fully automated, sensors all around, so we can go hook up to a trailer all on their own, drive it around a shipyard on an automated route, and deliver these things to be picked up on a tight schedule, right? So you don't have to worry about human error. It'll be interesting to see when that kind of technology starts hitting the highways in the next, who knows how long, 20, 50 years, 5 years. Really, in the grand scheme of things. What have we got going on here? Oh, that's kind of a cool skin. I wonder if that's like a motorhome skin they just redid. Interesting. Anyways. Town is here, but we've made it. Looks like a nice day out. Like this is some very vibrant colors. I think I've been playing American Truck Sim too much lately. Used to the dark brown hues of the desert, the Nevada desert. I feel so lush up here. Especially with being sucked into farming sim lately as well. Man, this is great. I feel like I want to go farm some of these fields, though. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised Scania doesn't make a tractor. Do they make a tractor? Anybody know? It seems like something that would be up their alley. Oh, this is kind of a cool looking building up there. Not watching where I'm going. So what's the name of this? I don't know. I'm not going to try and... Well, you know what? I will try and pronounce that. Linkoping? Linkoping. That's what I'm going with. I might be right. I might be wrong. I don't know. Let's see. It's quite the freeway they're building. Kind of a cool looking city. I don't think I've been to this city, at least recently. You know, it's getting tougher and tougher to see the whole map as they build this place out. Like, it's, especially when you start having the mod maps involved, there is just miles upon miles of city and highway you can go visit. Where do I want to go with this? I don't know if I want to go that way or not. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go up there and take a look. Like, is this where I want to be? No, it's not. I'm in the wrong total spot. Okay. I thought potentially I could get through in this parking lot, and I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, easy, Volvo. Easy. Holy. I thought I was going to be eating his dashboard there for a second. Oh, that's a nice looking shop too. You don't see too many that look like that. That looks great. Yeah, some of the assets up in the DLC areas are just enough to mix it up a little bit for you. They all look pretty good. Pretty good. Get going, Copper. Come on, bud. I went the wrong way and now I'm late. I got the best Clash award going on for this trailer and truck combination too. I mean, look at that. What a quite the pair. Quite the pair. Alright, let's pull in here and get going the right way finally, because that wasn't so smart. And I gotta pull through here, I believe. Nope. How do I get in there? Oh, it's over here. It's over here. Alright guys, so that was quite a trip. We got a little trip here for this new Scania T. Well, new to me, Scania T, I should say. I know this one's been out for a while, but they just recently re-released it updated it for 1.32, so I thought I'd give it a shot and give you a quick review and build so you guys can see what it looks like and hear my thoughts on all that fun stuff. If you have any questions, guys, leave me something in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer anything you may have. Or just say hi there, too. That'd be cool. Whoa! Let's see if I can not crash while I'm doing this. But other than that, let's see if I can back this in without crashing into anything. Oh, that's not going to look good. Not quite. I do like how the axles turn on this truck and trailer, though. You don't get a lot of that in the American truck world. Let's see if I can get her. Come on. Look at that back tire, just a cranking over there. There we go. Awesome. Alright, well, I'll straighten this out. And while I'm doing so, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And we'll be playing lots of American truck, farming sim, Euro truck, all that good stuff in the near future. So if you want to keep tabs of all that stuff, it would be great to hear from you guys again. Other than that, guys, I will see you next time. Drive fast, take chances. See you guys.